Is this your first podcast?
No, it's my second.
Second
podcast appearance. I did the Gulf Coast
if this
Builders
is good,
Exchange.
if you think he's pretty good at podcasts, just let us know in the comments if you should do some more podcasts.
And then I'll just do the interview.
I'm gonna tee one up for you here from the show notes, right? Courtesy of ChatGPT.
What's that?
Can you read us, if you would, this question here?
I have your glasses.
Number 7, right?
Number 7.
So can you read us number 7, please?
As hosts of a podcast focused on local entrepreneurs and celebrities, who are some of the guests you are most excited to interview in the future, and why?
You know what? That's a great question.
Great question, Eric.
No, yes.
I'm so glad you asked that question, Eric, because we'd actually talked about this a little bit. And we want your
sent me these questions.
I wish you would have too. The producer was supposed to send you these questions. If he didn't, we get a new producer. It's not a big deal. The producers are like all over the place.
It's in there.
No big deal. You know. I'm glad you asked this question.
It's probably not in my spam folder, in my main folder. I just haven't read it.
I want your input on who you think we should have after we hear from Trey, and then I'll drop a couple too. But
yeah,
I want to hear from Trey who you think we should have on the show.
For me, the name that comes to mind right away is Gary Compa. You know, you guys know him. He started 1-800 Ask Gary, and it's wildly successful. You know, it's a great business. But not only is it successful, but he created a niche in a market that didn't exist before him, right? He saw a need for a lawyer referral service, and he took it, he ran with it, and now he's the leader in the industry, and he has people copycatting his.
Yeah, no one's ever really done it before him.
Exactly, yeah. So, you know, I'm a roofer, you know, but people have been roofers before I was a roofer. He's an insurance agent. He owns an insurance agency. People have done that before. Yeah. What's awesome about Gary is that...
Not as well, but...
Not as well as Brad, but...
No, or you.
Yeah. So what's awesome about Gary is he created that business. You know, he had the idea. He paved the way for other people rather than following people that paved the way for him.
Yeah. And I'm going to go more the celebrity route, right? I know Trey's best friends with all the crew of Siesta Key, and really, like, Siesta Key put a spotlight on Sarasota for good, for better, for worse.
He's been on a couple episodes.
So, who do you think, right, in your opinion? I just said Siesta Key crew.
Oh, the entire crew. Jesus.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, started with, you know. Maybe.
No, look, there's so many amazing entrepreneurs in this community. I'll tell you the names of who I would, like, if I were in your shoes, I would. I think Jeremy Schwimmer is a guy in town who's amazing. I think Eric Baird would be a great one. He sold the company and a very successful guy in town. You know, Urban Meyer lives in town. You know him.
Yeah, he just played in Longboat Key.
He's Eric Baird's neighbor.
Yeah. Yep. They all live next to each other. I would bring a guy named Ed Renzi in here, former CEO of McDonald's. He's great. He'd be a great speaker. I would bring a guy named A.G. Lafley, former CEO of Procter & Gamble, in here. He helps volunteers for one of our parks. I mean, this guy,
wow, that's awesome.
Literally lauded as one of the best CEOs in the history of CEOs, was like one of the highest paid CEOs in the history of Wall Street, like $26 million a year, like before stock options. And amazing, right? 30
Another
year career.
$26 million a year in stock options.
without stock options. And then we have some amazing women too in our community that are extremely impressive. You know, you have Catherine Harris. She was Secretary of State, Congresswoman, State Senator, lives in town right here.
That's pretty cool.
You have, you know, a lady named Kim Githler in town has just been around for a long time. Used to own the Hyatt, owns the Money Show. You have Mary Doherty, who runs the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange. You have Elizabeth Moore, who runs the Elizabeth Moore Open. I mean, there are so many people in this town. You literally just like throw a nickel out there, and you will hit someone that is noteworthy, because this is a town where everybody is somebody.